Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day. Heidi, do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is, well, let's do the whole darn weekend. February the 29th is Leap Day. That's Saturday. It's also National Time Refund Day. And it's Rare Disease Day USA, which that doesn't sound like a day to celebrate, does it?
Not really, no.
No, it doesn't sound like a fun one at all. March the 1st is National Daggum That's Good Day. National Fruit Compote Day, National Horse Protection Day, National Minnesota Day, National Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Oh, boy, I love peanut butter.
Yes, you do.
Oh, it's also National Pig Day. Oh, boy, am I a pig. Yes, I am. Also, National Self-Injury Awareness Day and Finishers Medal Day. All of that happening on Sunday.
Not sure what fruit compote is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I thought we would just roll past that. But,
Sorry.
Thank you for bringing it up. It's also a good day for us to chat with somebody like this dude, Dr. Tyler Williams. He's a dentist who put out a book called Reason to Smile. And we just wrapped up February here, but February was like a special designation month, and we'll chat with him all about it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A survey by The Sun. We'll pause right there. You know who that is? The magazine? The Sun?
No.
It's kind of a tabloid type thing.
Okay.
So take it for what it's worth.
I don't read those. So.
Nor do I. But a survey by The Sun ranked the United States as the 39th best country to grow up in.
Oh, whatever.
This from the 4,957th best tabloid magazine.
Yeah, that's whatever. That is so wrong.
Who did the survey?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it all really depends. So the 39, I'm not even going to click the link because I don't even want to give them the views. This is clickbait, I'm pretty sure. But I'm wondering, who are the people above that?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Thanks for listening to Surveys and Studies and Such, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. According to police, a Rhode Island man got arrested and charged with a DUI twice on the same day. 62-year-old Patrick Cahill was first busted at 2:26 a.m., and this was on Valentine's Day.
Yikes.
He pled no contest to one charge in DUI court that morning, and then he was allowed to go free. And then at 8:45 p.m., almost exactly 18 hours after the first arrest, he was arrested a second time for DUI. Noted,
that is horrifying.
It says he was driving on a suspended license. This time he was detained as a probation violator pending a court hearing. So that is a bad idea. Do not ever drink and drive.
Never.
My beautiful bride Heidi over here lost two cousins to a drunk driver, and it's a bad idea. There are so many other options. Just don't do that. It's a terrible idea. It's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The TV show Friends. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, once or twice.
Oh, that's a popular one.
Not a huge fan of that one either. Honestly, I never really got into that.
But you
one.
do know that a lot of people like it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't dislike it, but it was never like a favorite show of mine.
Right.
You know, when our daughter loved it. So,
oh yeah, she
and
loves that
your
show.
sister-in-law, my sister-in-law,
Yep.
she loves it. So we have a lot of people who love the show. So we certainly get that. And that is why the cast of Friends are going to reunite for an exclusive special for HBO Max. Is that Cinemax? Or is that all together?
I have no idea. We don't have HBO.
We need to get out more. Anyway, they're going to be reuniting. And there's people excited because they're like, oh, they're bringing Friends back. No, that's not what they said. They're going to do an exclusive special.
Right.
That's different than bringing the show back. I've got a link if you want all the details. Also, Disney announced a new Star Wars saga called The High Republic. I just want to say a huge shout out to Disney for taking a chance on something new.
Right. Good for them. Way to step out there.
There you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. A 700-pound bear that was shot and killed in New Jersey has set a record as the heaviest bear killed with a bow and arrow in North America. Would you think of New Jersey as a place to shoot a bear with a bow and arrow?
I don't know.
That's just not where I would think.
I wouldn't. No.
There's probably parts of New Jersey.
But I have no
apparently.
idea, I guess, what kind of wildlife they have in New Jersey. I've never spent any time
You don't hang out there a lot?
No.
I just can't imagine this was on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. I'm assuming there's like
Probably not,
a
no.
bear area, but
a bear area.
Apparently,
where they are confined
more bears
to the
here.
bear area.
That didn't seem like the right place to me. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West ate at KFC while shopping at
good for
Jean Paul in Paris.
I wonder if they wore those KFC Crocs.
End of story. Why in the world
Why do we
is this a
care?
story? Can you imagine? There's somebody like went to school for journalism. They spent money to get a degree
to report that story.
to report Kim Kardashian and Kanye West ate at
They
KFC.
ate at KFC.
Like, okay.
All right.
Thanks,
good for
Charlie.
them.
I just don't know exactly what the response to that was supposed to be. China has sent 100,000 ducks to the border of Africa to fight the plague of locusts there. I would have never thought of that, but that's actually a good idea. They go, hey,
Ducks?
Ducks eat locusts.
I didn't know that.
So now they're going to have a plague of ducks.
Well, it's all right. Ducks are cute.
And what are you going to send to eat the ducks? Just wondering how does
Bears.
how does this story end? We got a plague of bears. How'd that happen? Well, it all started with locusts. It's a really long story. Greyhound is going to stop allowing Border Patrol agents to board their buses without warrants. I think that's just a weird thing.
Horrible.
And I've got the story if you want to read the details on it. It's in the show notes. But it just seems like a very bizarre...
Even if they're trying to travel?
I don't... What?
Even if they're just trying to travel somewhere?
I don't know.
Like they just need to hop a bus to Philly or something?
I'm not sure exactly how all this works.
Like no matter what, if you're a Border Patrol agent, you cannot ride the bus unless you have a warrant.
Apparently. Yeah. Never thought of that. Take off that uniform before you can get on here. Baby Yoda is just insane. People are going nuts for this. Baby Yoda made the official debut at the New York Toy Festival last weekend. The doll is about $60. I've got a link to that if you want to read.
I'm so sick of those memes.
Me too. They were really cute at first. You're like, oh, that's adorable. And then like the fifth day, you're like, okay, somebody stop. Somebody just turn the internet off,
Take it
please.
away.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle issued a statement on their website saying, the Queen of England does not have the legal right to block us from calling ourselves the Sussex Royals. You guys just said you don't want to be royals.
Right. You said you didn't want anything to
So
do
you
with
walked
it.
away from the whole royalty.
You walked away from it.
And now you want to get royalties on that name. Like, okay, well, we got the royalties part anyway. A study by the University
They're
of...
such...
yeah. Oh, just
They're just icky.
Heidi. I'm going to just end it right there. I had another story, but you don't deserve another story. You need to calm down, young lady.
They're just icky.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Dr. Tyler Williams. He's the author, in addition to being a dentist, he's also the author of Reasons to Smile, 11 Keys to your best oral health ever. And we've got Dr. Williams on the line now. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having me. Nice to be with you.
Well, this is kind of a special month. February is American Heart Month, and this is a time when people think about, their chest, but they should also be thinking about their mouth because there is a connection, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our mouth is the gateway to our body, and, more and more people are becoming aware, but a lot still don't know that a lot of the problems and diseases in our mouth can really affect our heart and increase our medical expenses if they're not taken care of.
So when it comes to oral health, do most people see the dentist as often as they're supposed to, or is that something that we need to get a little bit better at?
Yeah, I mean, as a whole, we need to get better at that. Most people, at least half the population, are not seeing a dentist at least once a year. So I think a lot of us think we're going more than we should. And, I'm no different. I have to make sure I'm keeping on top of my own checkups. But this is really a really big and cost-effective and easy way to help get the word out and help people be aware of conditions in their mouth and how it can affect the rest of their body.
Now, the nice thing is there's a connection between your oral health and your heart health. So by going to the dentist and doing the right thing for your teeth, this can also help you with many other major problems too, can't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the two biggest mouth diseases people have are teeth decay and gum disease. And gum disease specifically really affects our heart. So when someone has gum disease, it's a chronic disease. It's usually not painful. It's a lot like, how we would talk about diabetes, where it's not necessarily painful, but it causes a lot of problems. And with gum disease, our bodies will release these inflammatory proteins that circulate around our body. And what happens is it causes other parts of our body to wear out early, break down, more prone to disease. And so we're really seeing a strong link between gum disease, diabetes, and heart disease. And it really increases the risk of stroke and heart attacks and other problems with people who have gum disease that are untreated.
So what are some things people should be doing to make sure they care for their gums and hopefully help avoid heart problems?
Yeah, so, brushing and flossing are great, but they're no longer enough alone because we're living longer, we're keeping our teeth longer, and a lot of us, need more care than that. So, personally, I have my checkups every 3 months instead of every 6, so I'm seeing my hygienist once a quarter because my family, we have a history of tooth loss. Grandparents and great-grandparents lost their teeth at a young age, and I don't want to go through that, so more frequent checkups. We should also be drinking more water. In the U.S., we now consume more than 50% of our calories in the form of liquids, and that's very bad on our teeth and bodies, and heart, and everything else. So we're incorporating more water into our diet. It's a really big one. And then there's some really good supplements. Xylitol sugar is one that we really promote. And if some of the listeners aren't aware, xylitol is a tree sugar, and it's been around for 60 or so years. But it's about half the calories of regular sugar. It's safe for diabetics, but xylitol actually turns off the bugs or the bacteria that would cause diseases in our mouth and our sinuses as well. And it's a really good supplement and adjunct to add in the form of mint or mouthwashes or gum that can really help our mouths be stronger and healthier.
Very nice. Now, if folks would like to find your book, Reason to Smile, 11 Keys to Your Best Oral Health Ever, where can they find that?
Yeah, so you can either find it on Amazon.com or whatever bookseller you like, or you can visit our website, which is pinecresteds.com, and request a copy there. So there's also a free chapter people can download on that same website if they want to get a preview of it.
Very nice. I'll throw a link to that to make it really easy to find. Dr. Williams, thank you again for taking the time to chat.
Absolutely. Nice to talk to you.
Again, Dr. Tyler Williams, and the book is called Reason to Smile, 11 Keys to Your Best Oral Health Ever. It's available right now, and I've got a link to all the info in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you have a lucky shirt? FunkyMonkeyShirts.com has several lucky shirts to wear next month for St. Patrick's Day. Or if it's a really lucky shirt, you can wear it every day. Green shirts, 4-leaf clovers, Irish sayings, and more. Don't wait. If you order your lucky shirt right now, it can be here in time to wear for St. Patrick's Day. Find t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more at funkymonkeyshirts.com. That's funkymonkeyshirts.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Loch Ness Monster legend goes way back about 1,500 years. There was a tale written in 565 AD that speaks of an Irish monk traveling through Scotland. And it says here he heard stories of a water beast that attacked and killed the local people. And when they went to the river, it says wanting to help, the monk used his friends as bait to lure the beast. What? And he said he commanded him to go no further, and the creature stopped, and the swamp and swam back upstream. That river is now known as River Ness, which flows out from the famous Loch Ness. So apparently the creature listened to the monk when he said, "Stop, go no further." Wow. You need to get a monk over there and say, "Hey, come and show yourself." Maybe that'll work. This is an interesting, fun fact.
What year was that, supposedly?
That was 565 AD.
Okay, so most likely that monster is dead.
Oh, well, that one might be. But there might be another one. You never know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Russia. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
A Russian man who was high on zombie drugs, I did air quotes, that really translates well to the radio,
Okay.
sawed off his own leg.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So he was all hopped up on some zombie drugs, and he chopped off his leg with a saw.
But zombies don't chop off their legs.
To add insult to injury, police are charging him with drug possession. He's going to go to court, but he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, wow. That
Sorry.
was actually a good one.
I know. I'm so sorry. I should have just wrapped up with, this has been a news headline from somewhere in this world.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A man who tried to steal goats from a farmer in Virginia pretended to be drunk and gave out a false name when the police got there. Farmer said, "Hey, my wife went out to check on the goats, and they saw they were out of their pen. She suspected there was somebody hiding in the field." The husband, then they called 911. 19-year-old Cole Schrock was being held at gunpoint when deputies arrived. He was the guy that was out there. When they got to the farm, he pretended to be intoxicated and said he was trying to steal the goats. He was slurring his speech, gave a false name. Later, he admitted, "Okay, I was just pretending to be drunk," because they gave him a breathalyzer and he passed it. They're like, "Can you do this again?" He's like, "Okay, I'm not really drunk. I just didn't want to admit I was trying to steal goats sober." So what was that all about? Fake identity, pretending to be drunk, stealing goats in the dead of night. I don't want to know how this story was going to end, but this ending was pretty darn funny. Thanks for listening to today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Now, your moment of duh, brought to you by SingleStudentLoan.com. A trail of pill bottles stolen from a Florida drugstore led detectives right to a home where they found two men matching the description of the people who robbed the place. So, if you were going to rob a place and you had so much stuff, they had 10,000 pills they had stolen,
Right.
with hydrocodone and oxycodone,
Right.
$320,000 worth of stuff they stole.
Right.
And they were walking home, and it says here, actually they were driving. It says they were captured in a Chrysler 200, fleeing the scene. They were emptying the pill bottles and then throwing the pill bottles out the window.
So
So they weren't walking. They were throwing them out the window. Anyway, they gave themselves
a trail.
a trail right
Like a
to them.
bread trail.
All three men were arrested, and it says it doesn't have lawyers
Stupid.
listed. But boy, what a terrible idea. I don't want to give criminals good ideas,
But that was not a good idea.
Because if we do, we might run out of stories.
Apparently their parents never read them children's stories
like,
at
a
all.
little trail.
Right.
They could follow the trail. Yeah, it's a bad idea. It's today's moment of duh.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Fake News or Florida. At this point in the program, I read a little story here. My beautiful bride, Heidi, has to tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up just to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready over there, Heidi?
I'm ready.
All right, pay attention here. Here we go. Fake news or Florida? Cape Canaveral, Florida woman told police that she couldn't be arrested for indecent exposure because the president told her it was okay. Fake news or Florida?
That was Florida.
No, it's fake news.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
I thought we had read something like that where some crazy
I was thinking there was something similar too, but apparently it was something different.
Huh.
Maybe she wasn't from Cape Canaveral.
That's probably the only change you're making on these fake news stories.
No, I'm not even making the stories up. I promise you. If I was doing it, it'd be really dumb and you'd go, fake news. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of The John and Heidi Show is brought to you by The John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying The John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com, and I love this story. It's a heartwarming story, but it's also kind of sad. Here's a headline. A toddler hugs the pizza delivery man who just lost his own daughter.
I saw this story.
Rhode Island is where this happened. Pizza man received an unexpected hug at a time that he needed it most. February 15th. It says here, Lindsay Sheely ordered pizza, and after paying for the food, her 2-year-old son ran out to say goodbye. It says, last night when we got pizza delivered, Cohen ran out to hug the delivery guy and tried to give him a kiss, too. We thought it was so sweet and funny, then realized our doorbell might have caught the interaction on camera. And it did. You've got all of this stuff on here. After she posted the heartwarming video, she got a personal message from the pizza delivery man. His name is Ryan Catterson. And he said, I just thought it was really, really nice that you shared that. You don't know how much that meant to me. I just lost my daughter. And she was 16. Her name was Alyssa. And she had passed away just 1 week before this. And there was a GoFundMe page set up, and this young lady then shared that, and it's been amazing for this family. Just a cool story.
It's just horrible.
I've got a link to the story, and it's really sad what happened, but it's almost like that little boy knew that guy needs a hug.
Yeah.
And there are times that I kind of think that we all are born with abilities to see things like that, and then as we grow up, we just kind of like don't have that anymore. Like or
you get hardened to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't
It's
pay
just
attention.
It's like the honesty of a child. A child will say something that is just so spot on honest that you would never say because you're like, I don't want to offend somebody. But like they'll say it, and it's the same kind of thing. There's just this child, this wonder of a child. It amazes me, and I love it because like there's no children that are born racist. There's no children that are born mean. There's no children that are born any way. That's all things that happen.
Inquisitive and sensitive.
Yeah, and I just love that. Children are amazing, and this little kid. I want to give that kid a hug. Or a high five, at least. I'm not a hugger. So, time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got a link to that video in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.